Now the game of golf, it seems, is being taken over by technology and data, but in my opinion that is a positive thing for the game. It enhances your enjoyment of the round and also your understanding of your play. So in this video, myself and staff writer Sam De'Ath are going to run through the 10 best golf gadgets you can buy in 2024. If you like any of the products that you're going to see in this video, there are some handy links in the description if you want to get your hands on those. But without further ado, let's dive in to the top 10 gadgets you can get this year. Right, so let's kick things off. Sam, what have you chosen for your first gadget, please?
Now, the first gadget I've chosen is the ProSNDR. Now, this is a training aid that has been created. It's a mold with a really soft rubber insole there.
Yeah.
And the idea is that it maintains your wrist angles throughout the swing, enabling you to get more shallow, compress the ball, and maintain those wrist angles. You want to keep your wrist in this mold
I'll take this off here
as possible.
Yeah.
So this elastic strap goes around your forearm, sits in here, and on the way back and the whole way through, you want to maintain that angle. You feel like you can really compress the ball. For those who kind of throw the club a lot, this is a really good device that will enable you to create more speed, create more power, and increase your strike on the ball. It's created by PGA professionals David Woods and Tiger Woods' former coach Sean Foley.
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose are all guys who have used this product to help maintain their superior level of ball striking, and I think this will suit and apply to many golfers.
Yeah, it's not just better players, is it? Obviously high handicap, I think, would benefit from the feelings that really incorporates into the swing. And it does come with this compression sphere, I believe they call it, which you put into your wrist position here. And
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So
connection.
The mold itself just attaches from this elastic strap, which could be a touch longer and a bit more elastic to get around your forearm. You would then attach the ball on, keep it between your arms, and just maintain connection through your swing.
It's a very strong first choice there, Sam. I think that's going to suit a very broad range of players. My first pick in this gadgets video, I'm going to pass you this ball, is the Arccos Link Pro. This is a brand new device from Arccos, obviously famous for its shot tracking technology. There's a few ways that you can do it. You can use it with your phone in your pocket. A lot of golfers don't like to do that. They had the Link device which clipped onto the front of your pocket, but that didn't look great and the battery life wasn't great either. So they've developed this new device which slots into this charging case here, has up to 12 rounds of battery in it, so you're not going to run out of battery after a round. You haven't got to recharge it and worry about going out on the course and running out of battery and then not having that shot tracking capability. So what you do with this, rather than clipping it on your pocket, you put it in your pocket. So that's a really bit of a game changer, really. It looks a lot cleaner. You can still access the pin collect button via your pocket. It's a bit of a more of a tactile button on there, so you can press it through your pocket. And the other thing I like about this particular device, I do think that the GPS has been enhanced a little bit. I think it misses less shots than my Link did when I was using that. So better shot detection, better battery life, and much more convenient, I think. So Arccos have really stepped up their game here. And we know they're probably one of the leaders in that shot tracking space. And this Arccos Link Pro is really going to help golfers that do it.
Yeah, I really like those additions and changes they've made onto this new device. We all like using Arccos in the Golf Monthly team. It's a really good way of tracking our statistics and helping us improve our golf. So I think they're changes that every golfer will be happy that they've made. Right, Joel, what have you got for us next in the best golf gadgets?
This is a good one. I think people are going to like this one. This is the Bluetooth Play speaker. Now we know there's a lot of golf speakers out there and a lot of golf GPSs out there, but not many combine the two as well as what Bluetooth have done here. You can see here, you've got a beautiful touchscreen display here, really easy pairing system. Pair it with the app on your phone, set it up, you get those distances on the screen. It's a touchscreen, so you can do some swiping, you get your driving distance, you get hazard information, as well as your front, middle, back. But I think the other thing I really like about it is the fact that it's a really good speaker. So if you do like listening to music on the golf course, blaring out the tunes, the quality on this is excellent. It's got this magnetic strip on the back, so you can clip it to the buggy really easily. And you've got this button here. So if you press this button, it'll speak the distances, the front, middle, back distances that you're seeing on the screen as well. So you get that audible option if you want it. It's really versatile. Like I said, the quality's great, and it's also waterproof as well. So if you get caught in a shower, it should still work perfectly fine. So in terms of golf speakers, I think this is one of the most feature-packed ones out there. And for under $200, there's a decent amount of value as well. Well, I noticed you've got something in your hand there, Sam. So what's your next gadget?
I do. So this is the BAL.ON. Now, the name derives from balance, and the idea behind this is it is a pressure plate system. So the idea behind this is you've got insoles, pressure plate insoles that slide in under your shoes and clip on, relay back to your phone via an app.
Yeah.
And you can, in live time, see where your pressure is in both feet while you're swinging. The app also records every swing. So if you hang back on one, and you know, you stay on your right side and you can see the pressures there. You can also see the swing that went with that. So it's a really good kind of 2-in-1 training aid, and one that, like I said, golfers who struggle to move their weight onto their lead side, which is a really common fault, I think will really benefit from this product. Through the app as well, you actually get a interactive virtual coach. So it will register what you've done right or what you've done wrong, and it will give you a score. And then from that, the virtual coach can then give you drills to work on to improve the way you're actually placing pressure throughout your golf swing.
That's really cool. I mean, they look a little bit naff on your feet, but you have got clips to keep them in place, so which does help, otherwise they'd be rattling around. But that aside, I think it's a really effective tool that's going to give you really good feedback on your play. Right, so a quick change of scene for us here. We've come to the putting green and going to talk you through a couple of very nifty gadgets. But before we do that, I'm just going to give you a reminder to like the video if you like it, and do subscribe to the Golf Monthly YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our video content. Right, that's out of the way. Sam, I'm going to throw to you first. What's your putting gadget that you've chosen for this video?
Now, I've chosen the Capto EZ model, Easy model as it is. Yeah. So this is the little brother to the Capto Generation 2 model. Okay. And what it is a device that essentially attaches to the shaft of your putter, gives you real-time feedback via an app on your phone on what your stroke is doing while you're putting. So it measures things such as face angles, shaft, whether you're upright or too flat with your putter shaft, your arc, your tempo. Now, this model measures 10 parameters, and you can have 10 parameters on your screen. It does become a little overwhelming, I must admit, but the main Capto model also offers 30 parameters. Right. So it's a lot of information. I would say this one is definitely more personal use. The other one may be more for coaches doing proper putting lessons, but this can be used indoors, outdoors. It doesn't matter what surface you're on, so carpet or grass. It is purely measuring your shaft and your club head.
That's really interesting. So yeah, a very useful tool if you want to work on your putting stroke. I've got something similar in that this is a device that also pairs with an app on my phone. This is called PuttLink, and it's a smart golf ball. I always think when you practice your putting, it can be quite boring. And often you don't get that numerical feedback or data on what you're doing to really know if you're improving or getting any better. So what this does is, like I said, it pairs with an app on your phone. You press the little button on the top of the ball, line it up in a certain way, and you make some putts, and it gives you a wealth of information. It gives you things like your make percentage, your entry speed, so whether you're going in kind of the back of the hole or the front of the hole, and a few other parameters that I found really useful actually, just to give you, like I said, that numerical element to your practice that helps you give you some benchmarks that you can improve on. Like you can do some unique challenges via the app. You can test the speed of the greens, the stimp reading on the greens. The ball itself is pretty good. It looks pretty solid. When you hit it, it does feel a little bit dead versus, you know.
I was going to ask how it felt compared to a premium ball.
It doesn't feel like a premium golf ball. Obviously, there's some technology in here that allows it to track where it's going and give you that feedback. But if you're looking to spice up your putting practice and just gain more insights into how you're performing on the greens, I think it's something definitely worth trying. I think it comes under around $200. You get 1,000 putts from it. Obviously there's a battery inside, which isn't going to last forever, and it's not rechargeable. So you're going to get 1,000 putts for it. So you're going to get a few decent practice sessions out of it, I think.
Well, between the two, we should be holding a few more putts in the future at least.
Absolutely, we're going to be deadly on the greens.
Absolutely.
Right, so my next choice in this gadgets video, Sam, is the Garmin Approach S70 GPS watch, which I've got here. Now, this is the GOAT of GPS watches, if you're familiar with that phrase. It's head and shoulders above the rest in terms of the functionality and the clarity on the display. This is an AMOLED display. It's super detailed, and there's, as I said, it's feature packed. You've obviously got your front wheel back distances. You've got some really crystal clear hole maps, which you can zoom in on, scroll up and down. There's a movable pointer. You can plot your way around the holes. If you pair this watch with the Garmin app, you get even more information. It factors in things like wind and slope as well. So you get even more information, which is great if you're playing a lot of hilly courses. That's going to really come in handy. You can scroll through different hazards. So it's great in terms of golf functionality. Loads of off-course functionality as well, which makes it super versatile, and it looks great as well, really premium on your wrist. So it's pretty much a faultless watch. Yes, it does come in at a more premium price, but you do get an awful lot for your money, in my opinion. So what have you got to kind of counteract my choice in this video, Sam?
I'm going to counteract your choice with the Rapsodo MLM2 Pro launch monitor. Now, it's the first launch monitor in our golf gadgets video this year, and it comes in at a fairly reasonable price of $700. Now, you get the premium membership for the first year, and then after the first year, you then pay $199 per year. Now, what you get for that is an indoor-outdoor launch monitor. What I will say on the range is, as much as it's fairly decent at picking up yardage, it doesn't measure spin unless you're using specific RPT Callaway golf balls. Now, it does come supplied with a sleeve of the Callaway RPT golf balls, so using it in a net, you will get spin axis. But aside from that, using it on the range, you will just get carry distances. However, when you're inside at home and you want to use it inside, you will not only get the spin using those balls, but you also get access to 30,000 golf courses through simulator function. Now, on their new firmware update as well, you can also use Speed 6 to measure speed progress, so
that's cool.
Just club head speed.
Yeah, I think it's a very congested area of the market, that kind of under $1,000, and in this sort of area, you're going to compromise something versus a TrackMan or a GC Quad. So yeah, it's not going to give you all the parameters you might want, but for something that's going to give you basic feedback on your shots and the opportunity to play simulated courses indoors or outdoors, I think it's a pretty decent option.
So Joel, what have you got for us next?
Right, my next choice is the CaddyTalk Cube rangefinder. Now, this is an orthodox looking rangefinder. It's a bit industrial looking, but it is one of the most feature-packed rangefinders you can get on the market. I love so much about what this offers. It's got a screen on the side, so when you're zapping the distance, not only, so like often I'll zap a distance, put it down, then I'll forget what I've just zapped and I don't know what club I need to hit, but the distance will be displayed on the screen so I can find it there. But the big selling point of this rangefinder is its triangulation feature. So what you can do with the caddy mode on this rangefinder device, so for example, Sam, say if your playing partner was down on the fairway and they were asking you for a yardage to the pin, what I can do is I can press the mode button, zap the person, zap the flag, and then it will tell me what the distance is from the person to the flag. So there's a few different scenarios where that might be useful if you're laying up on a par 5 and you can see the perfect area you want to lay up to, but you don't know how far that is to the pin. You can zap that distance, zap the flag, and it'll tell you. So it's a really clever feature that no other rangefinders use that I've seen. It's got slope, it's got magic slope as well, which takes into factors like humidity and altitude. So courses like here at Paliero in Madeira, absolutely stunning golf course, but it is incredibly high. It's going to factor those sorts of things in, so you get even more accuracy. Very easy to use. Like I said, it's not the best looking, but it does come with the option of a silicone case. You have to pay around about $20 for it, but if you want something that looks a bit more premium, you can slide that over, and it also enhances the grip of it as well. So in terms of a feature-packed rangefinder that isn't going to cost the earth, it's around about $350. This CaddyTalk Cube is well worth a try. Nice. But that's enough from me. I can see you've got a very interesting gadget in your hand there. Talk us through what your next choice is. Okay, so my next choice isn't quite as high-tech as your choice there, Joel, but this product, the Shore Set, has been out on the market for a while now. Yeah. But we think it is so valuable, I think it is so valuable to golfers that it just has to be in our top 10 gadgets. Now, it's, again, a cheaper training aid than the one I mentioned previously in the video. Yeah. But what this does is allows you to place your hands on the grip here, which itself is a grip trainer. Yeah, that's good. Now that's really handy for me. So I'm someone who gets very, very strong with my right hand. So having a grip trainer anytime I can is really useful when I'm practicing. Yeah. So I can set my grip, I can make a full turn, and it should lock in on my left, inside of my left shoulder, above your armpit. Yeah. And that just puts me in a really set position there where it syncs my arms and my chest up, allows me to get a really full turn. I'm, again, someone who collapses my left elbow, top of my swing. I lose a load of power. This keeps me there and allows me to turn through and maintain my speed and width in my swing. Now, where it is very functional as well is that's keeping me on plane. However, if I was to go really over plane and get really steep, you can see how the ball itself misses my shoulder. Yeah, if you spin around and show the camera that. So yeah, just if you were to kind of go too far outside. So if I was to go that way, it doesn't lock in on the outside, and I can't turn. And vice versa, if I was to go inside straight away, hits my right shoulder, will stop me. So you get that immediate feedback, don't you? So it's a few different things. You're getting really good width and stretch in the backswing, which a lot of golfers struggle with, and myself and you as well. And then you're getting that feedback on your swing plane. So it's a very versatile training aid, and you're reinforcing some good fundamentals with the grip trainer as well. Absolutely, fully adjustable as well, so you can adjust it to different heights. Different people have different arm lengths. Yeah. And yeah, it's really handy. Yeah, and it matches your shirt as well. What more do you want? Colour coordinated.